All right, this video is for mature audiences only. Mature audiences only. I know it's going to provoke some discussion, some conversation. The only thing I would suggest is you ought to be respectful and do not comment if you have not watched the full video. That's another thing I'm asking. We'll play clips. I'll give my opinion and we'll move on to the next. We're gonna play 3 different clips. So let's go.
Why I do not date or take black women serious. And it's not because I don't want to talk or date or not take them serious. It's because on average, okay, your typical black woman will call me unattractive. Okay, so she calls me unattractive, but yet all the other races of women immediately they fall in love with me. They love my personality, my character, the way I move, my intellect, how I do things. But the black woman, all she sees is in her mind, cornball. He's even there is no in between. There is no gray area with the black woman. Okay, so if there's no gray area, I either have to be a thug or I have to be like a super white man, like a black man that's white. And if I'm neither one of those two things, I'm in the gray area. And if you're in the gray area with the black woman, you don't exist. She does not see you. Understand?
All right. So here's my opinion on this. Let me get right into it. I agree with him, but I disagree with him. Now let me understand. I mean, let me help you understand why I say this. I think when we're younger, a lot of black women do want the rough guy when we're younger. I've been on that side, and you know that's kind of what they like, at least where I come from. But as they get older, they don't mind the guy that's in the gray area. And when I say old, I'm talking about 30 plus, sometimes 35 plus. They don't mind the guy that's in the gray area. But it's still some of them women, it's still some black women that do still want the thug or a guy with just a little swag. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be too. He look like he got a little swag to me, you know. But I know they still want you to have a little swag. They don't want you to be straight square. That was my experience. And I'm married to a black woman. So you can, and I have black women friends, you can still find a black woman that will rock with you in the gray area. But I will agree with him on the fact that it won't be easy. Like you're going to have to go through your pickings. And if you disagree, like I say, watch to the end and get down in the comment section and let's talk about it. Now let's go to the next video.
That issue with Caucasian men. Sex was never brought up. They just wanted to just love on me. And I mean, to the point where like, I dated this one guy and he would pick my food up from the table and carry it to my car. He would hold the door for me. When I got in the car, he would close the door. He would get on his side, like.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because I think
I haven't had that issue.
Okay, so that was that. I'm not a woman. Again, women, y'all can get in the comment and say that. But and discuss if you agree with her or disagree. But what I will say is, I know my father was around, but not around like that. You know, he had his moments when he dipped in, out. So single mother household. A lot of black men probably didn't even see that being done to do it. I started opening up the car door for my wife, but she ain't really into that. Of course, she walked a couple of steps behind me. I walk on the outside or what have you. Of course, I open up the doors, but yeah, this is something that the women would have to really discuss if y'all agree or disagree. But it is some brothers that do roll out the red carpet. That ain't just what white men do. But I'm pretty sure it's a better chance if the guy probably had a male figure that he saw doing the same thing. And again, males, y'all let me know if y'all do that, where y'all learned it from, or what have you, and why y'all do it. Let's go to the next video.
How do I feel about black women? And to answer that, the reason why I don't date them a lot of the times isn't necessarily because of the way that they look. It's because a lot of the behaviors is championed in that community. Now, with that said, I've dated plenty of black girls before that were feminine and submissive and weren't a headache, but I've dated a lot. I've dealt with a lot that were headaches. And I've come to realize in that culture, unfortunately, it's championed to be strong and independent and not respect male authority in the Black community, because a lot of them are fatherless, and since they're fatherless, they don't have that masculine authority to let them know, hey, you need to follow a man's lead. Women, a lot of the times from Black communities, unfortunately, grew up in a single mother household where she tells them niggas ain't shit. Then she has a sister that says niggas ain't shit. The music perpetuate niggas ain't shit. And then what ends up happening is they grow up and then they don't have a general respect for men. And then they meet you, and then you get a lot of those toxic traits coming into you because they weren't naturally taught how to be a lady. They were very masculinized since birth because they didn't have a man figure.
Wait, let me just tell them this. Let me just say this. You're absolutely right.
First question was,
all right, now, ladies, don't be mad at me, but I'm gonna have to agree with him on that. A lot of my sisters are a lot more, well, I ain't gonna say a lot more, but they're more dominant, and they also, not everybody. Now, if that ain't you, then cool, but many of them don't want to follow directions. And I guess in y'all defense, again, the same thing. It's just on the flip side, probably no fathers around to really show you all. And I think he said that. I met some women that had their fathers around, they still weren't submissive too. So it really just depends. But I will say that my sisters kind of, I'm pro-Black, but y'all, y'all fall short on that one. Not everybody, but many of them do fall short. Well, and I think y'all can go down in the comments, but I think a lot of women say the man don't know how to lead, or they don't trust him to lead, so they're not going to follow behind him or what have you, because he don't know how to lead. But what I will say is, if you're looking for a leader, you look what he has done in his own life first. Like, what has he done with his own life? Can he get his own life going before you fall to submission? If he can't get his own life going, then I don't know how in the world he's going to lead you. But anyway, that's my take on these things. Again, be respectful. Hopefully you made it here before you commented. If you need to go back and watch it again to take your notes, it's fine. But all I would say is be respectful and understand the video. If you watch it this far, hopefully you understand, because some of these videos, people just start typing on the first one, or they'll look at the title and they won't even watch the video, and and then they comment won't even make sense. But anyways, that's all I have today, people. As I always say, be blessed. Knock them goals out. If you don't have any goals, get you some, so you'll have something to focus on. Peace.